Alrighty guys, welcome back to another one. Today, we're going to shoot some 10 gauge, actually they're 12 gauge round balls, 730, 73 cal, in 10 gauge. So, the first one is a once fired Shadot Hall. These are all fold crimps by the way. We have 43 of long shot with a Winchester primer, X10X gas seal, SP10 wad, two 16 gauge Maxi Nitro cards, they're 70 thou each. And then we have a 73 cal round ball. I have an overshot card, and again, fold crimp. That's the Shadot version. Now for the Federals, since I know not everybody can get SP10 wads, and not everybody has them. By the way, they're not discontinued. I was told by Remington about 6 months ago that no, they're not discontinued. Keep checking with your local dealers, at a gun shop or something. But I'd rather just buy them online. But they're not available online. That's the problem. Anyway, the Shadot, or the Federal, is again Winchester, 43 of long shot, X10X, 1 inch of fiber cushion wad. Then we have a 1/8 inch Nitro card, 10 gauge of course. A 12 gauge Hall as a Sabo. It's about a 3/4 inch tall 12 gauge Hall. That's split in two pieces to act as a Sabo. Then a 73 cal round ball, again overshot card and fold crimp. This was just done on my Lee Lodahl 10 gauge conversion. Ender Ambassador, that's it. No BN2 or nothing like that. And the gun we're using is the 23 inch turkey barrel. It has a red dot on it. IC choke. That's about it. We're at 42 yards and new roll of paper.
This is the paper we use.
Is your mic on?
Several times. I don't know if my mic's on or not. No, it is not.
Cool.
It is now.
All right.
We've got asked several times of what it is, and it's just gift wrap paper.
Inch by inch grid paper for wrapping gifts. New patterning board.
Yep.
It looks beautiful in this low quality video because it's zoomed in so far. But yeah, it's that one's a little bit bigger and a whole lot nicer than the one we've had for the last 3 years.
Since we moved down here to the slower range.
Yeah. That one's a lot nicer. It's actually square, it's standing up vertical, it's not leaning to the left. It has a shelf on top of it to stop the rain and, hold tape and stuff. But
honest to God, the other one is getting really, really hard to pin. The backing board to it is full of so many holes and stuff. Yeah. It's hard to find a solid piece of wood, short of driving like a number 8 nail into it, and that gets old.
Yeah.
And plus, I want it to look nice for y'all. I'm sure he does too.
Yeah. I would, when we put one of these up, take nails and make hooks again. Just, slide the board over it and I guess secure it with tacks on the bottom if we have any tacks.
Yeah, we got something.
Okay. Anyway, guys, we'll get back with you in 1 second. Again, 42 yards. We'll try over chrono, but that thing's hit or miss lately. That's how it goes. Let's get this thing set up, and we'll catch you in about 5 minutes.
Tape. Alrighty, guys. He's done spoke on these. We're at 42 yards.
Fingers crossed for the chrono. It's cooperating right now.
Right.
I bought a battery, and we forgot it at my house.
Imagine that. First shot on a new patterning board. Are you ready?
Jesus, that was loud.
1475. I like it.
That's good speed right there. I guessed about right. 1450, 1500. And it's 3 inches below point of aim. Windage is perfect. 1474. That's consistent. Same hole? Yeah. Wow, that's loud.
Yeah, it is.
3 inches away.
A little bit of a flyer.
Little bit. 1447.
Halls look immaculate.
Take one more. Do groups of 4.
Alright.
You got 10 of these.
Right here? These ones?
Yeah.
Alrighty.
That way we got 1 each for that plate out there. With the Shadots anyway. I didn't have my earplugs in all the way just yet when he pulled that first one off.
Ready?
Yeah. That one hit point of aim.
That's still not a bad group.
Nope, that's about a 4x4. 1363. That one's way less. I dropped about 100 FPS.
Yeah, that's probably the chrono. It cooperated far too many times in a row.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's see the hauls. I expect them to look just fine. This is a pretty light weight for 10 gauge. 41 grains is the max charge for 2 ounces. An SP10 wad anyway, not a TPS. This is 43 and a much, much lighter projectile. 1.3 ounces. All of these primers look beautiful. No ejector marks anywhere. Even the crimps held up. These are twice fired now. Awesome. Yeah. And that group down there, that's about what you can expect out of a round ball without a scope. Just a red dot.
Right. It just seems massive.
The patterning board?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little bigger. You gotta kind of step back a good ways to get it all in frame. Or just do this.
Well, first shot, second shot, third shot, fourth shot. All in all, it's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I was close.
Roughly.
5 by 5.
I think they can do a lot better.
They can.
I think you can do a lot better.
Maybe slow them down a little bit to 1350 and probably tighten it up a little bit. Because near 1500 is kind of fast for a heavy round ball like this. Again, they are kind of light for 10 gauge though. But
they're still heavy.
The wads held up just fine. We got 3 of them back. This one has a little bit of a cut in it, but the others look perfect. Now, if we had a cylinder bore choke, that would probably be ideal. Having trouble speaking today. I do have a 10 gauge cylinder bore slug gun, but it ain't got a red dot. It's just iron sights.
I like it a lot too.
Yeah, I feel like the red dots may be a little bit more precise though. I'm no good with irons, guys. That's just my excuse. But did you find that 4th wad?
No.
Okay. Update. I found the 4th one. It's missing a pedal. That's why that one is way off to the left there. Add a little bit more support. Check this out though. This one is completely vertical. It has back legs for support. It just looks nice. The top board there is this one is to prevent rain. Sometimes we film in light showers.
It's just to help. Nothing else, we can set stuff on top of it.
Right.
Like, for example, the wads.
It doubles as a shelf, too. Hammer, wads, tape. Looks pretty nice. But I'm going to lay mine down now. We did sight it in. Josh lowered the dot just a little bit. So these should be closer to point of aim now.
You're good to go, bud.
Okay. I had to throw on the muffs for these. These are very loud. My earplugs wouldn't swell out quite right, but let's see what I can do with these. Alright, here we go, guys. 1438. It definitely brought it up. That's loud.
Yeah, those are loud.
I love it. Come on, get stable. About 3 inches away. 1100, that's a misreading. That was just as loud.
Two in the same hole.
Fiber cushion wad in the eyes.
You know that?
Not fiber cushion. What?
You got 2 in the same hole.
Right. Nitro card disintegrated and landed in my eyes. Here's the 4th shot. My group's pretty good so far. This bag up here.
Yeah, need to replace it.
I'm probably yelling. I can't hear anything in these muffs. They're so good.
Muff usually is good.
All right, that's a pretty good group. 1356. Let's get these muffs off real quick. What are these? Howard Light. That's a pretty good set of earmuffs. I can't hear nothing. So, let's throw my hat back on real quick. My group appears to be about 5 inches again, but this time they're vertical. There's 2 touching in the middle, and then 1 a couple inches to the left, and 1 a couple inches to the right. Why am I having trouble speaking?
I may have an idea. Anyways, what else do you know, sir? He knows nothing, guys.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Guys, I dropped these down to maybe 40 grains, 3840. Get these down to around 1350 is what I do, even though that one says 1356. These are a little bit inconsistent. Maybe a mag primer would help with that. I don't really know, but I'd say it probably would. Probably tighten the group up a little bit at a little bit lower speed. But as it sits right now, this, there we go again. This is pretty good.
Yes, and if nothing else, you'll scare the living daylights out of whatever you shoot at it.
Actually, should I take one at that plate right now, and then you
go for it?
Okay. Let's hat back off real quick. Mic back on my glasses. This is something you definitely don't ever want to shoot without earplugs or some form of ear protection.
Outside of a hunting scenario, then it's worth
it. Outside of that. Loud shot, living up to its name.
Hold on a sec. There you go. Y'all can see the plate right. Where's my finger?
This might be a tough shot.
Right there.
All right, you ready?
Yep, we're ready.
I missed.
Just barely.
And look at that.
I know, it's slowly pooping it out.
Yeah, these Shadot Halls are not that great.
Alrighty, it's still zoomed in. I'm gonna sit down there and try. Where'd you aim at?
Lower right quadrant.
I'm gonna hold right on the piece of rebar. Ready?
Yep. Well, I can say that it hit the dam immediately.
Yeah, but where did it hit? Where did I go? Could you tell?
No, I couldn't tell.
Oh, well.
That plate's a little bit sideways, too. It ain't, facing us. We'll fix that.
Wake up.
Yeah, these Shadot Halls don't like being reloaded too well. Pull these muffs off.
Oh, I'll get a stick.
Are your ears ringing?
Yeah. I had ear protection too. It's just ridiculously loud.
That short barrel, and that's a lot of long shot.
Yeah, boy. Look, it's floating.
Oh, this is more than once fired. That crimp's starting to split.
Yes,
but yeah, primer looks great. No ejector marks. The brass looks great. This was resized before I figured out the 10 gauge resize rings for a mech are a little bit too tight and they kind of mangle your brass. But yeah, this is probably a 3 or 4 time fired Shadot Hall, judging off how roasted and pinholed that crimp is. Anyway, let's go walk down there and have a look at the paper. And, oh, Chrono just died.
Alright, we'll shoot it next.
But yeah, we got 5 more of these done up a different way. 12 gauge hull as a Sabo and done with fiber wads.
Should be nice.
Yep, and those might do a bit better. Who knows? Alright, here's my group. It's a little bit bigger than 5 inches. We have a, let's see, we got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's an 8-inch group. 2 in the middle. It looked a little bit smaller down there, but again, I feel like that this can easily be fine-tuned. Maybe use a different powder, a little bit less long shot. But here's one of the recovered wads. Again, it looks perfect, no issues at all. We have that plate now a little bit facing us better. So Josh is going to lay down 3, and then we have 1 each for that plate again. Hopefully we can hit it. This needs to be drifted to the right a little bit.
Yes.
Maybe down just a little bit. We got it.
We got it. Where the shells at, buddy?
Oh, they're still in the ammo thing. Shell holder, whatever this thing's called.
Oh.
Ammo box.
Ammo thing? What did you do? Get that off of Jaren?
No. I think Shane bought it for me for Christmas. I don't know.
Hell yeah, useful present. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's better than hot sauce again. Oh, this is rolling.
That's okay. His uncle insists on buying him hot sauce every year still because he bought him hot sauce one time for Christmas.
He just keeps buying me hot sauce every year for some reason. Oh, he's down there again.
Dang it. I got a gun cleaning kit for Christmas.
Huh?
I got a cleaning kit for Christmas this year.
I got you a scale too.
Mm-hmm.
Josh broke his scale.
You can't leave them in a car overnight whenever it's 100 and some degrees outside. It's swelled up like double its size.
I can updo you on that. I left mine on the stove cap once.
Oh, Lord.
That's what happened to my original black scale I used to use. It melted.
Oh, what happened to my first? Oh, I know what happened to my first one. Like an idiot, it got slid underneath the priming station on my freaking press.
And you punched a hole through it?
No, I just crushed the calibration in it. That's what happened to my first one on my herders. Basically, take a mech press, lay it underneath the priming station, and just go ahead and seat it.
Yep, there you go.
You remember that? That's how I killed my first one.
I didn't see you do it.
My second one, we reloaded over here one day. Whenever I brought it back, I forgot it in the car, and it died.
Poor scale. Always up beside me on there now. Yeah.
Was Bandit with him?
No.
Okay.
I ain't seen Bandit all day.
All right.
Oh, car coming. Hold on.
Mailman.
I am ready. Right above, point of aim. We did sight it in, by the way.
Yeah.
A little bit better, anyway. We need something that's actually really accurate to fine-tune it. Maybe a Fury Slug.
Yes.
Right below point of aim. They're about 4 or 5 inches apart. Seems to be right on par with the SP10 loaded ones so far. And that one's up by his first shot.
Right on par with the other loadings.
Could be a little bit worse, actually. I don't know. I wish I had a few more of those, but that's
holes
okay.
Look great.
Those should be a bit lower PSI with their fiber wads too. But here's what the primers look like, all nice and round. No ejector marks anywhere. These look good. And now these Federals are twice fired. I have a bunch of these. I know people, that do a lot of 10 gauge reloading, they don't really care for the Federals too much because they have a tendency to split. And yes, that's happened to us, but for
the most part,
they hold up just fine. We've only had 2 ever do that.
Yep. Compared to the thousands that we've shot.
One happened to me in a turkey load video, and one happened to Jaren when we were doing buckshot last year. I think it has something to do with the fiber base wad, honestly.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 by 1, 2, 3, 9 by 4.5 or 5.
Okay, well, these do a little bit worse.
Yes.
That's actually what I would call not the greatest.
I'd just call that straight up bad.
Yeah. Maybe, I have a 36-inch barrel 10 gauge. You guys have seen it plenty. The bore diameter on it is 735, and Josh was saying maybe just drop it loose in a hole, pack it with buffer maybe to keep the ball center, drill out an X10X maybe, and even the toilet paper wad thing from Towel Fighter Mouse he likes to do. That might work. And 735 choke on that. It might be a little bit big for a 730 round ball, but you never know. Maybe we'll try that one day. But we're going to try to pop that plate now. It ain't looking too hopeful, but you never know.
Alrighty, guys, y'all can see the plate right here.
Yep.
See if he can't hit it.
Firing. I knew it'd knock that stump over.
That's pretty spectacular.
Yep. I just put it dead center.
Oh, 10-4 driver. That means I'll miss it.
It's still facing us. That's a good thing. I like this wide angle feature. It's nice.
He's held dead on, you say?
Dead on, right center. These are a little bit inconsistent though, so you never know. Awesome, that spun it completely around.
Hey, that one would have ejected well too. What's up with that? Look. The only time they've ejected. And they both pile up. Oh, those are federal premiums.
I think all federal 10 gauge is federal premium.
Are they?
I think so.
I don't think the other ones had it on the side of it.
That one's definitely a buckshot hull.
Oh, it is. Those are...
Nope, you're right. Not all federal 10 gauge is federal premium.
These ones are 2 premium hulls. I wonder if there's a difference between them and...
There's not. It's the same hull.
Black Label Federal.
Those
ones didn't come out.
Yep.
Those are Speed Shocks. These are premium 3.5-inch double aughts.
Yep.
And they ejected fine. I wonder if that's the difference.
It should be the same hull, different printing.
I'd say you're right, but at the same time, the brass is longer on the Triple B. Not by much, but it is.
Is it?
Yeah.
Almost filled. Yeah, the brass is about 1 millimeter longer on those.
Imagine that. That could be like a tolerance fluke all that.
Yeah, the Federal changes their 10 gauge hull like every 5 or 10 years, something like that.
Right.
I have like 4 or 5 different iterations of them.
It's just something I noticed. Those two both ejected. They's both gold label, where the other ones are black.
Right.
Is there a difference? Probably not. It was just luck of the draw, but...
So, besides the 416 Barrett, I believe that is the hardest I've ever seen that plate be hit.
For sure. And that plates eat a little bit of everything.
Yeah, 416 Barrett, 7 mil, 6.5 Creedmoor, 308, 223, Green Tip 223.
30-06.
22.
22
lived through 22. Yeah, 22-250, 30-6.
762 by 39.
762 by 54R. What else? 25-6.
Yep.
What else does it eat?
22 WRF.
WRF, it's eat that.
10, 12, 16, 20, 24, 32, 410 with the 28 throw it in the mix.
Every gauge of shotgun besides, 8.
9mm Tokarev, 32 ACP.
Makarov.
Whatever, however the hell you say it. Nonetheless and nevertheless, it's eat a lot. The only thing it's ever put a significant dent in it was a pure lead 7/8 ounce 12 gauge slug.
That's unbelievable.
416
Barrett did not dent that plate in the slightest, and that was a Sopper Collid.
Solid.
Solid.
Yeah, I like that. It literally just left copper fouling on it.
But a pure lead, Mr. Hollow Point, 7/8 ounce slug is the only thing that's made a significant dent.
Which we was talking makes no sense. The 416 is right on par with it with an extra 1,000 feet a second.
Yeah. The 416 is a 405 grain bullet, and the 7/8 ounces are 383 on the scale. So what is that? 12 grains of difference, and it's running 1,000 FPS slower.
Yeah. There it goes. Come off, buddy. It don't like to come off.
Now, you can definitely see where those round balls smacked it.
Grab it. I'll grab it. I got her, buddy. We'll lay it over here on top of the table.
It's on there too good. I've never seen that plate swing that hard either. Other way around.
Let's see here.
Oh yeah, the dent.
Look, those little spots you see, those are green tip 5.56. Look down them little specks.
416 Barrett, I believe, is on the other side. Right there's one for sure. It's got a weird coloration.
But where's that? Right there.
There's the dip from the 7/8 ounce 12 gauge right there.
Granted, it ain't much, but
oh, you can see it there. It's a good size dip. Back of it, it's bulged out right here.
Yeah. After it ate 3 416s up here, it did.
It bent it a little.
It bent it.
That's about all it did, though. There's
30-06 nicked the corner on it.
Yeah.
And that's just sheared off from smacking the fucking stand.
It's crazy how 30-06, that is a 30-06, by the way. It took a chunk out of it right there.
I caught it on the corner. That was a VMAX running pretty fast, too.
Round balls hit right there. There's no crater at all. Actually, right there, I can feel a little bit of a crater.
Yeah, there is a little bit. But...
all right, well, round balls.
I'm a believer in 38 AR.
It's pretty tough.
Yeah.
They make AR 600 too, or AR 650 one, I can't remember.
I ain't saying like a Ralphus rounder or slap wouldn't burn right through it, but anything we've thrown at it, even outside the standard of most normal people, we have not been able to.
I'd say 850 BMG just fine too.
Like the old guy that, I don't want to call him old guy, actually, that's the improper term, but the fella that has the 416, he was laughing, said, that's all right, y'all need a new plate anyways, and was dead set and determined to poke a hole through it. We set it solid on the ground so it had no swing and everything, and every time it just go swing and throw it like a frisbee, and you go pick it up, it'd be like copper smear.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool though.
You can see how it's bent right there. All right, well, we got some 28 gauge TSS and some buckshot to do. Hey, look, spalling from that lead ball.
Oh, that's cool.
It tore the paper. I think I'm in the shadow. I definitely am. Yeah, there's tears in the paper. That's cool.
There's lead in our wood.
Nice.
Look. Where'd it go? That's right. There's a piece of it. There's spalling in our new patterning board.
I'm not sure if the camera can even pick that up. Did it dig a trench in the dirt anywhere?
No,
I don't see anything. Yeah, there ain't nothing here. Not even a trace of it. Alright guys, that's going to end this one here. These are pretty fun. We might try dialing in this, fine-tuning the load a little bit. SP10. Missing a pedal. Maybe a Mylar wrap inside the wad. Might toughen it up a little bit. Maybe actually cylinder bore. Probably be the way to go with these, but might revisit this in the future. But thanks for watching. Check out the stuff in the description below. Patreon, Instagram, Rumble merch store, all that stuff really helps us out. Other than that,
the more you practice, the better you are. If you don't practice, you don't get no better. It's your own fault.
Yep.
Cue outro.